And our next story is about a remark that has triggered a diplomatic firestorm. It's been made by the German foreign minister, Annalena Baerbock. She has called the Chinese President Xi Jinping a dictator. Now, what made her say this, and how has China reacted to it? And above all, what does it really mean for Berlin's ties with Beijing? Over the next few minutes, we discuss this and more. First things first, when were these remarks made? Last week. This is when Annalena Baerbock was interviewed by an American news network. She was basically asked about Germany's policies vis-a-vis the war in Ukraine. And here's what she had to say. Let me quote, "We will support Ukraine for as long as it takes. If Putin were to win this war, what sign would that be for other dictators in the world, like Xi, like the Chinese president? Therefore, Ukraine has to win this war." Let me just repeat what she said so it registers. Other dictators in the world like Xi. Now, was this a Freudian slip? I ask that because diplomats or foreign ministers are usually a bit calculative about making such statements. More so when their country has diplomatic ties with the country that they are talking about. Even more so when they are talking about the leader of a country. Last we checked, Germany and China enjoyed good ties. In fact, Germany is unique among the EU member states in terms of the depth of its economic ties with China. Also, the intertwined nature of its leading industries with the Chinese market. In return, the Chinese government has consistently emphasized its respect for the German industry. And from time to time, it has also lauded Germany's willingness to invest in China. So simply put, Germany's stance on China matters. So when the German foreign minister calls the Chinese president a dictator, questions are bound to be asked. And is this an indication that Germany is slowly adopting a new approach when it comes to China? That it's about to change its foreign and economic policy on China? That it wants to end its dependency on the Chinese market? So far, Germany has not said anything on these lines, but the German foreign minister's remarks have fueled intense speculation. And China, meanwhile, is highly upset. It has slammed the remarks and filed an official complaint. In fact, speaking to reporters on Monday, the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson called the remarks a quote-unquote open political provocation. Listen to this.
China is strongly dissatisfied with the relevant remarks made by Germany and firmly opposes them. The remarks made by Germany are extremely absurd and seriously infringe on China's political dignity. They are an open political provocation. China has made solemn representations to Germany through diplomatic channels.
Now, here's the thing. In recent months, the German foreign minister has been quite sharp-tongued when it comes to her criticism of Xi Jinping. She has slammed China's human rights violations, questioned its aggression in the Taiwan Strait, even raised doubts regarding China's global ambitions. And that's not even all. In July, she announced a new China strategy, a strategy to reduce reliance on Beijing by de-risking the dependency of the German companies on the country. So clearly, she did not make these remarks out of any personal grievances against the Chinese president. They seem to stem from a larger state policy of ditching China, at least from the looks of it. And the timing of the remarks is even more interesting, by the way. They come right after Italy announced that it might withdraw from China's Belt and Road Initiative. In fact, Italy's defense minister has gone to the extent of calling the BRI wicked. Let me quote the exact statement. "The choice to join the Silk Road was an improvised and wicked act made by the government of Giuseppe Conte, which led to a double negative result." So let me just get this straight. Italy is calling a Chinese project wicked. Germany is calling the Chinese president a dictator. How exactly should we view this? Are Europe's biggest economies beginning to ditch the Chinese state? We will find out soon enough. And as for Xi Jinping, there can be no doubt that he operates like a dictator. After all, he sits atop a pyramid of 87 million members of the Communist Party, a party that is larger than the population of Germany. It governs 1.4 billion people. That's 18.47% of the global population. And Xi Jinping rules these people with an iron fist. He controls every aspect of Chinese life. He has a deep-rooted intolerance for anything that diverges from his vision. Well, too bad for him. His vision is being slowly challenged. And not by other world leaders, but by leaders within the CCP itself, it seems. We reported on this last week, how there is a fat chance that people close to him are being deliberately targeted. They don't want him in power. And this could be leading to coming after his friends. Like China's missing foreign minister, Qin Gang, a man many call Xi Jinping's prodigy. He was apparently Xi Jinping's pick for the post of foreign minister. He's been missing for 3 months. And then we have Li Shangfu, China's defense minister, also a member of the CCP Central Committee, a grouping of China's topmost leaders. And he is also said to be close to Xi Jinping. He has been missing for 3 weeks now. So who is behind these disappearances is the immediate question. Xi Jinping or the CCP elite? I mean, these men were close to Xi Jinping. Were they forcefully removed to make Xi Jinping look weaker? Has the CCP started to look at Xi Jinping as a dictator? These are questions that the people of China must ask their leaders. That is assuming they are given a chance to ask questions. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.